What is up, everyone? It is Lovenji Gaming here, and I'm excited to be bringing you a 1v1 between two very fantastic players. We've got playing as the Blue Tribe in the Dakini position, Meph, currently not affiliated with a clan, or at the very least not showing a tag. And his opponent, we have to be quick because these two shamans are off to a quick start. Playing as the Dakini Tribe in the Chumara position, I hope that's confusing enough for you, it is Clan Asgard's Keith52. So Keith52 and Meph are both very capable Populous players. And we're just seeing now the players are being very quick about getting their converts off, and there's one heck of a brawl in the middle position, with Keith52 coming off on top. He's going out to the side to try and secure extra wildies. Meph manages to steal this small group away, which is nice to see. Help augment Red's numbers a little bit. And he's trying to pick up a couple of nice groups. Unlucky he didn't get that guy. He ran just slightly too high to his tree. We are in the incredibly ugly bird view, and the reason that we're in there is just because it's easier to see the layout of the bases as they're being built. Of course, world view is even better for that. So we want to be seeing the wildies around here being converted next, as well as the small pockets at the back of the base. In fact, if you go down here, then by the time you get over here, these have all grouped up. And there's a nice little pocket there for Meph to take as well. He's just waiting for the wildies to group up before throwing out as few converts as possible to be efficient with his mana. So Keith's been very quick to get the Fire Warrior hut up. He isn't training any Fire Warriors yet, and his towers are all in a line. That is weird, if you ask me. Players normally stagger their towers out a bit more to make them more EQ proof, but Keith's being quick and impatient, and that means towers in a line. Grabs a plan and just boom, boom, boom. Keith's defense on the mid has been pushed out slightly further. Meph's working on that as well, and it looks like, is this a Meph tower here? This is a Meph tower, so Meph's even building on the hill itself. Looking at the Shaman positioning now, Meph is just throwing out a couple of converts to make sure he's securing what remains of the Wildman population. And there they go. There's a couple of wildies over here he might want to take, but that's it for the big groups, I think. And same for Keith52, he's got a couple of stragglers, but again, the big groups of wildies have both been picked up by both sides now. Meph's base is looking a little nicer than Keith52's. I always get told off for doing this, putting the two troop huts together. But if it's good enough for Meph, then it's good enough for me. And it looks like we've got Meph pushing up. He's going to make the first aggressive play, and he's actually trying to interrupt these Fire Warriors getting into towers, and he manages to kill one of them. Fire Warriors shooting from this tower, though. Warriors already from Meph, killing the Braves, stopping the side defense from being pushed up. That's very nice troop control from Meph there. Manages to get one of his warriors back as well after cutting down a number of Braves. This group of wildies has grouped up. One convert here would be nice and make up for some of that lost population. Meph was not watching his shaman. I don't know why I felt the need to be quiet while Keith was sneaking. Keith or Meph can't hear me, but I was quiet because, as you saw, Keith went for the sneak. He gets the kill onto Meph. Doesn't do anything with it because the towers are full and he probably doesn't have the mana. But it's good to see Keith just taking little wins for himself here, there and everywhere. 4 minutes into this game of Yggdrasil, the 1v1 variant of Pressure Point. As you can see, Meph's already building out his side strip. Keith tends to harvest his side strip for wood to upgrade, which looks a little bit like what he's done, albeit lazily. Meph has respawned and he's once again going to the front strip. Moving a shaman forward. He needs to watch her this time. If these wildies are grouped up, it'd be nice to see them being picked up. But I guess both players have stopped charging their converts now. Fire Warriors going down to the side. One of them's going to get into a tower, and then the rest of them should be put inside the huts, probably to protect and keep things safe. Yeah, we saw those Fire Warriors slip into the huts. The Ghost Army comes down from Meph. He's distracting the towers with it, and Keith throws out a tornado. Not the best tornado in the world, but hey, this could throw Meph into the water. We have to see. Nope, he bounces off the tower. He's absolutely fine. Throws out another Ghost Army for his troubles. Distracting the towers even more. He's actually forced this Fire Warrior to retreat by one tower. Lightning from Meph doesn't find the mark. That could have been impressive. Blast from Meph sends Keith rolling down the hill with the help of those Ghost Braves. Ghost Braves are going to get the Fire Warrior out of that hut, out of that guard tower any second now. No, Meph rolls down and dies. Most unfortunate for Meph. Again, there's more wildies that he could be taking here. These towers are slightly more staggered. There's another plan here. And you can see this makes it quite hard to EQ everything. You get the wrong cut on these towers with an EQ and, well, all three of the towers would go down. Though, it would make a lot of good players very angry if Keith started EQing towers. At least not Keith himself. Meph's finishing the tower on the hill. This tower is not as good as people think it is because of this invisible line that the Fire Warriors cannot see and or shoot over. But it does just help control the mid a little bit. It's not like it's going to be super strong and shooting all the way down here. That's a beta feature. Ghost Army's coming out from both Shamans. Meph finds himself into the water again. Keith has killed Meph 3 times now. Very, very well done on the defense point from Keith52. Warriors pushing forward, looking to kill a little bit of population. They find some Fire Warriors in this hut. They're going to cut them down with a Brave. There is a Brave. 2 Fire Warriors and a Brave. This Brave is doing his best, but he's not going to be able to hold the line. It was just 1 Fire Warrior. My bad. We saw 2 go in there, but only 1 stayed in there. Meph's making sure to use his warriors. He's keeping his troops moving. He's applying various forms of pressure whilst his Shaman is dead, which is good to see. Keith still hasn't finished his first warrior hut, so he's still not in a position to truly challenge them. It's almost done. A few more stages of wood left. And he's just building out the back of his base now. He's got a little bit of space for more huts. Meph has space for huts as well. This looks like he tried to build here and accidentally cancelled the plan. Second Fire Warrior hut is out for Meph. Going to be very hard to deny him the ability to defend himself now. He's had enough of these towers. The tornadoes come out. He's clearing it up a little bit. He knows this tower's empty, so he isn't wasting any mana on it. Bit of tornado RNG clears out this tower. There's only 1 Fire Warrior in the tower here. Keith has to defend with his Shaman, or he could take a lot of damage. And he goes into the water. Amazing use of the Ghost Army Braves. We want to see the same from Meph one more time to distract the tower. The Fire Warrior's been pulled out of the tower, actually, which could be dangerous. Blast coming out from Meph. He's trying to find his way in. The Fire Warriors on the high ground are very useful. He's managed to stall enough time that Meph can no longer get into the base. He's filling the tower again. He gets close enough to tornado that tower. Fire Warriors are coming forward. Fire Warriors trying to push Meph back down the hill. Warriors are clearing out this side strip. There's no Fire Warriors left here anymore. The secondary Warrior hut. Don't know why you're building 2 Warrior huts at once. It would have been better to just get this one finished quickly. It's not even going to get finished. It's actually taken down a wood stage. We actually missed Meph going down. Meph does die again, but it doesn't matter because Keith is having to deal with Warriors in his base. His first Warrior now enters the field, but he's in a very defensive position because he's had a lot of his defense stripped and pushed back, whereas Meph's not really in a position where he's going to be threatened by any attacks anytime soon. He's got a lot of towers. He's only got 1 of them not filled at the moment. He's got 2 Fire Warrior huts, so his ability to train troops is definitely there. He's building out the last of his base, and he's completely built up his side strip as well, almost. You get 1 or 2 more huts there, depending on how he places them. Now, for Keith, there's no finishing of the side strip. He's just finishing out the back of his base. Now, this Warrior hut, they're so close to each other that it's a high-risk situation. We see the lightning come out from Keith52. He does kill Meph. If Meph keeps dying pointlessly, then it's going to be a situation where his defense does crumble, and eventually he will be under pressure from being attacked. Keith gets amazing tornado RNG as he does, as that tornado goes on to kill a hut entirely. He starts clearing out these towers. These Braves, these Fire Warriors need to be shift-clicked because they are going to be bullied by the Ghost Army. Braves are being sent to Keith's Shaman to try and slow him down. The first Earthquake of the game does come out from Keith52 on Meph's base. There I was saying Meph's not in any position to be threatened. He's throwing out some blasts to stop his men burning. And this path's a little bit of a pain, but do you know what? It could have been so much worse for Meph. So he's probably just going to take a little bit of a sigh of relief and be happy with how that went. Utilizing this tower to get some impressively length land bridges, he can then tower up this area, put a couple of extra huts down. He finds some warriors not being controlled, and he manages to get a kill on a few of them. Ghost Army is going to clear out one of these towers. Keith throws out a lightning, but he doesn't find the kill. Swarm to scatter the troops. Meph doesn't appear to have a lightning of his own. If not, he's being very, very patient with it. Now, it looks like we have got a fierce duel of the Shamans. Meph could really do with making this one go his way. Having lost so many Shaman duels in a row, what pressure he was generating is starting to slip away, but he does have warriors. He's making sure he kills Keith's warriors as well. Keith has finally finished his second warrior hut, really slow to build. Fire warriors patrolling on the high ground. Warriors are being moved into position to clear out the front. Keith isn't watching. He takes a second to look at the warriors, and that's more than enough for Meph to find the kill with the light. The Ghost Army is being spammed. Kilate. All of these Ghost Braves only to throw an EQ out on the defense, but it could be worth it. It shakes down all the towers. It opens up more avenues for attack. This Ghost Army is now clearing up and dealing with all these Fire Warriors, whilst the Warriors at the front have been met with Dakini Warriors. But there's quite a lot of Blue Warriors here. They might kill a Warrior. They are definitely going to kill at least one Warrior. And we missed Meph dying again. Meph's died in a silly way a few times now, but at least it gave him the time to pull these Warriors back, so he saved a few lives. Keith's defense on the side strip is looking very, very exposed here. These two warrior huts are finished. Let's go look at the players' bases. Yeah, as you can see, the upgrading has been okay for Meph. He hasn't actually lost any huts yet, which is nice to see. Pause from Keith52, as will give us a little bit of time. Yeah, there's a space for another hut, maybe a warrior hut even. And he's just finishing out the back of his base with 2 huts. Keith52's entire main base is built, but his side strip is just placing down the plan now. And in terms of players' defense, I really like this from Meph. He's pushing his defense forward to make up for the damage that was done here. His defense starts here now, and he can build a couple more towers here, and a couple more towers here, and he can just create these several layers of defense that then become quite difficult to penetrate. Keith's looking to replicate that with a land bridge of his own. We'll see some towers coming across here defensively, we would hope. And yes, it's looking pretty dang decent. Oh, here we go. We've got Meph looking to push up with his Ghost Army, distracting the towers once again. He tries to sneak a light onto Keith52, but he doesn't find it. Quite unsuccessful in that regard. Another light comes out from Keith in retaliation. Again, not finding the kills though. Now we're just looking to see what happens here. Meph's moving his Shaman towards mid, and Keith is matching him light for light. Warrior sneaks past to kill this Fire Warrior. Lightning's traded. Both Shamans go down thanks to the assistance of the Ghost Braves. Keith is clearing out one of these towers with Warriors, but Fire Warriors are just shooting away. Gotta be careful. This Fire Warrior actually beat the Warrior. These Warriors can't be left to idle on the hill too long. Fire Warriors do deal splash damage, so eventually you'll see all these men get dizzy and weakened. but not before you hear that wonderful stabbing sound effect. Plenty of warriors coming in from Keith52 are now charging this direction. And we've got Braves moving forward to clean up these ghosts as well. Keith is doing very good to push Meph back. What do we see from Meph? We see the infamous Meph land bridge. This is going to give him plenty of hut space. This tower will either get dismantled or left as a defensive item. But Meph's expansion is giving Keith time to push forward with a couple more tornadoes. Warriors helped him clear out this frontline defense, and now the tornadoes can just rip it up. Meph's starting to look very exposed on the side strip now. A land bridge over here could easily start to cause chaos for the blue tribe. And that looks like what Keith52 is fancying. He goes for a light on one of the towers just to open up. There's no fire warrior in this tower, so there is absolutely no defense over here. Meph gets into a tower. He throws out a light. He throws out a ghost army. He throws out another lightning, but Keith is still alive. Keith throws out the light, but he doesn't get Meph. So unfortunate for Keith52. The player is playing very, very aggressive. Really nice attack from him. It's a shame it didn't quite end the way he wanted it to. But as we identified, there is no defense on this side strip. Fire Warrior just now making it into the tower. Warriors are sallying forth to meet these warriors in battle. But they need to be quick. No, Meph's warriors are ignoring them. Meph misread where Keith was sending his warriors. He thought Keith was sending his warriors into his main base, but they were going to the side strip. Meph has taken plenty of damage, but it doesn't matter. He's into Keith's base. Firestorm goes down in between 4 towers. That's going to make the beginning a very, very happy streamer. And Keith gets the perfect tornado luck, but not before Meph throws out both of his earthquakes. Keith52's base takes significant damage in the end. Really softening him up and weakening him. 4 huts here. These have all been weakened, but 2 huts here as well. Keith likes to upgrade around this area first as well. So he really got in deep. Meanwhile, the warriors have pushed out to the side. They have done a significant amount of damage. Killed a bunch of unpatrolling fire warriors. These warriors are very stuck waiting for a man to be pushed out of the hut. What we can see is just fire warriors firing. Warriors hacking away. Keith is looking to be counter-aggressive. He's not watching the pathfinding. His shaman is trying to climb this tiny hill instead of walking along the perfectly traversable path. Gets 1 hut for his troubles. This warrior hut does survive and can be repaired. So it looks like 3 warrior huts for the blue tribe, 2 warrior huts for the red tribe. And this huge hole in Keith's base is really going to be hurting for mana now. He's still got a nice defense on the side strip. He never actually built his side strip, so the likelihood of him getting side doored is very low. But he does try to have a lightning duel with Meph, and he does actually fail. So this could be it. The blasts come, the Braves are being sent, the Fire Warriors are being sent. We need to see those quick blasts from Meph. Another blast, he rolls into the water. Keith manages to buy himself the time he needs. He saves his base for 1 more attack. Good defense from Keith52, but Meph's not done yet. He's sending warriors down the side strip. He wants to clear out these towers. He knows that Keith doesn't have the pop to sustain defending all these fronts, but Keith's warriors are also in position, so this attack should do nothing. Really, you want to be running these warriors away so that they live to fight another day, but no, instead they are going to engage. Maybe get a fire warrior for their troubles, which isn't a bad thing. Keith actually doesn't have a fire warrior hut right now, and I don't know if he realizes it. He doesn't have any braves trying to repair it. Of course, after a building... Oh, no. Hush my mouth. There you go. He's finally realized and is repairing his hut. 90 seconds after a building takes damage, it is ready to be repaired. Now we've got some tornadoes coming out from Keith52. He's again pushing out this forward defense and trying to weaken Meph's position. But it is, as we said, this is the whole point of this tier of defense. A little bit of what is that tornado luck from Keith52? Picks Meph up. The tornado was cast here. Picks Meph up here and throws him into the water here. Absolutely obscene tornado luck from Keith52. It's what he's known for, and it's good to see the trend continues even on the cameras. Keith's turned his tornado hacks on, and he's going to push in now. Lightning clears out the first tower. This could be Keith's chance to deal back an equal portion of damage. We want to be seeing it from the Asgard player. He's getting pushed back by the troops. He's being patient with his attack, which is good to see. Many Shaman players get very impatient, and that is actually what gets their Shaman killed. And in fact, Keith's going to retreat. He accepts that Meph is alive again, and that his time to attack is done, and he's just pulling back. Not letting his Shaman die. You know, this was an attack opportunity he should never have had anyway, because it was down to a lucky tornado. So he's just accepting it for what it was. He killed a few troops, and he's pushed back the defense once again. So it looks like Meph has taken the time to fix his base a little bit. He's got a Ghost Shaman in his base. Keith's trying to dip into this tower, I think, to get a cheeky light. Oh, well dodged by Keith, and retaliatory shot onto Meph finds the kill. If there is ever a time to successfully attack into Meph's base, it is now. We're looking at the swarms going down. Even more swarms going down. Blasts coming out. There's Fire Warriors in huts as well as towers. His Shaman's getting caught up on all these Braves. You need to be casting faster, Keith. Gotta spam your spells a little bit more. Don't keep letting them slow you down. Don't keep letting them stop you. There's a Ghost Shaman, but Keith isn't gonna fall for it. He casts the first Firestorm. And the Fire Warriors get the kill, so that Firestorm is going to be all he gets to attack. And how many huts does he get? Is it one? Gets one. He might get two. He might get three. I think he gets three. This hut ignites one more time. There's the second. No, he only gets two for his troubles. Very unfortunate. Meph's Braves are trying to get a woodpile that they cannot reach. I hope Meph sees it. He's walked right past them. He does see it. He's burning the woodpile now. Kilate is the name of the game. Blasting to clear things up. More Kilate. Lakai on the defense. Meph, what are you doing? Surely you have the mana to get into Keith's base. But fair enough, that EQ actually cut in a really, really good way. So, you know what? Why should I ever comment on usage of spells? Because I don't know anything, and the dice rolliness of Populous at the beginning is going to show me otherwise. Most of Meph's huts are fully upgraded, and Keith's got a few injured ones at the front line, which is where you want the non-upgraded ones, and all of his back is upgraded. So the players have been good with their upgrades, mostly. Looks like there's an upgrade going on here, actually. 2 wood needs to go to this hut to upgrade this. It's looking very good. The warriors are charging forward. Meph is alive. He can do something about this. Is Meph alive? Is that the Ghost Shaman that we saw earlier? I think it is. I think I fell for the Ghost Shaman, but Keith has not fallen for the Ghost Shaman. Kilate on the warriors. There's so many fake warriors in amongst the real ones. No, Meph is alive. I got fooled by the Ghost Shaman in both ways. Keith52 pulls back to try and deal with Meph. Meph gets a really nice land bridge, and he's connected to the side strip. Now this is really exposed. His warriors cleared this out. Keith's own warriors are being cleared up by Meph's. Fire warriors are trying to catch the Shaman. The blast comes out. The Shaman doesn't roll down the hill. The blast, just in case. Keith gets into a tower. Meph sees it. Meph's just going to sit back. He's making Keith camp in his own base. Keith's a prisoner in his own base while the warriors are doing work on the side strip. There's fire warriors in this hut. And he gets these huts. That's huge for Meph. He's just creating more space that doesn't belong to Keith52. The lightning out of Keith is great, though. Tornado does find the hut, however. That's going to slow down his progress significantly. Fortunately, he's still got this guard tower, so he can build this way. But as you can see, there's plenty still for Meph. His base looks way bigger, way more healthier. His defense is a little shot. There's no fire warriors in towers, but as you can see, all these little square blobs, these are all fire warriors, and as you can see, they're all going into towers. Absolutely fantastic filling of towers. We want to see a fire warrior go into here, and a fire warrior go into here. Fill all your towers, Meph. But with 3 warrior huts, there's going to be plenty of trooping to come. Keith needed to apply some pressure. He's got a lot of mana and he's simply not using it. So he comes forward and throws out an EQ, and it's not ideal. He gets 1 tower. He gets... this was either a hut or a tower. I don't really remember. Catches warriors patrolling unguarded. He catches fire warriors as well. He's killing so many troops with just blast. That's such efficient use of mana from Meph. We're seeing Keith52 use land bridge to try and fix his land. He's trying to repair some of this high ground, make his land more defensible, make it so that he actually has a position to hold. As you can see, Keith52, he's looking for a counterattack. He's looking to come up this direction, more than likely. Nope, he's changed his mind. Warriors clearing out some of Meph's defense, but Meph isn't even caring. He's sending his warriors on to Keith's defense. He knows that Keith's in a corner. He knows that Keith doesn't really have much land, and he knows that mana-wise he's got an advantage. So he's just throwing troops out there. He's trying to distract Keith. He's trying to pull Keith back. Doesn't even want to win this game with a Shaman. He'll win it with his troops if he just gets the right amount of kills and he pushes the defense back far enough. Keith's Tornado luck not coming into play this time, but just good use of Tornado to pick up the Shaman after she's been blasted. Throwing a couple of extra blasts into the Tornado to make sure that the Shaman definitely dies, and he did die the second he landed. There's a warrior over here clearing up this hut. Keith needs to spot it before the warrior finishes that hut off. Keith does see it. Direct blast onto warriors, really going to soften them up so that his warriors stand a chance of winning. There you go, that's the power of the Shaman's ability to influence troop fights. Manages to save that hut on the side strip. It's good from Keith52. Now, as you can see, Meph's playing around with ghosts once again. He's fooled me with it once, he'll probably fool me with it again. If there's a real Shaman, both those Shamans I was looking at were ghosts, so yeah, he fooled me with it again. Dodges into the tower to make his Shaman safe, although you can see her rolling around. Tried to get to snipe onto Keith with a light, but didn't find the target quite successfully. She's just waiting for the Firestorm to time out. Keith knows Meph's Shaman is pinned in the tower. And there we go, the Shaman is out. She is about. There's double ghosts on the hill. Warriors are going to clear them up. No more ghost Shamans fooling Lovenji. Thank you, Keith52. Friend of the caster. Excellent play. Excellent play. Meph dies to his own Tornado. Excellent play. As you can see, there was a lot of defense being torn apart by Meph there. Keith needs to really replenish these towers. He's got plenty of space, plenty of healed land to do so. You want to see a row of towers here, and then a row of towers here. Really, honestly, just cover this entire area in towers. Plenty of warriors, some of which will be ghosts, as Keith52 tries to pull back the side defense. Now, none of these warriors might all be real. Never mind. I thought I heard the cast of... Nope, there are some fake warriors in there. I did hear a ghost army cast, and then second-guessed myself as a real warrior died. But the game isn't over, which is a good sign, but there's plenty of warriors running into Keith's base. I don't know if Keith's seen it. He has, because he sent his warriors back. That's lots of population damage from Meph. Even more warriors pouring in, you know. This is what we were saying. He stripped the defense back so much that warriors can basically just run in here and cause havoc. There's even a warrior here just cutting down this tower relentlessly. Accidentally got my mouse on the top of the screen scrolling while I check my phone. Bad caster being distracted. I hope this is a real Shaman. It is a real Shaman. There's the lightnings. Really, Keith has been winning these Shaman duels. Just Meph's overall presence on the map has been way more effective. His usage of troops has been way more effective as well. Keith's done a great job of keeping himself in the game by winning these Shaman duels, but Meph's just running around him on this map. Keith's got some hands up warriors. We'll see how long it takes him to notice. This Brave was going to repair the tower. It's actually being taken apart. Keith's still alive. Will he be for much longer if he's not careful? It's hard to say. Keith's throwing out the blast. One blast. This game's been 30 minutes long now. Keith's returning back to his base. Warrior's actually still in his base, still causing havoc. He's actually given up on this tower and is now working away on this one. Even more warriors pouring in. Meph has 3 warrior training huts, so he can send warriors in from all directions, from all sides, at an almost endless horde. Keith is at the front. He's using Tornado to clear up some of these troops, some of these towers. As you can see, it doesn't really matter. Meph looks like he's favoring a trade. This is his real shaman. We're not being fooled. Not many towers here. That's 1 tornado, 2 tornadoes. Keith does pull himself back. He's being very campy, very defensive. He has to be because he's on a significant disadvantage, and going for a trade will lose him the game. He's got to wait for Meph to make mistakes. Meph's playing this very patiently. It's good to see. Shaman's dancing backwards and forwards. And I don't know why I decided not to comment on this, but yeah, Keith actually does go down. This could spell the end of the game here, because as you can see, there's warriors starting to pour in. Meph's going to be training even more warriors after this. Worse than that, the Shaman is still alive. Lightning clears out 1 tower. Ghost Swarm is scaring the Fire Warriors. There should be more lightnings on more towers. These Braves might get the Shaman. No, the Land Bridge does save the life. Idle troops because he's busy controlling his Shaman. Flattens to get his Shaman up the hill. He gets one of the warrior huts for his trouble as well. Firestorm is going to catch the Shaman. That's going to be GG, I think. Keith's trying to find the Shaman. He's trying to get the kills. He gets the light. Meph played it a bit patiently. He was trying to wait for Keith to die to the Firestorm, which actually didn't end up working out his way. So, you know, his attack could have been better. He could have EQ'd here to get the warrior huts. Oh, that wasn't a warrior hut. That was a normal hut. I don't know what I was thinking. He gets something, though. He gets 4 huts here. Got a hut here with the flatten. Again, there's no defense on this side strip. Once again, Keith's in a position where he just has nothing to defend himself. All these Braves being sent to the warrior training huts, being turned into vicious, sword-wielding madmen. Hellbent on killing Dakini population. Swarm to clear up the ghosts. Really not sure you want to be using your mana that way. I guess Keith does have an okay base, but you know, that's a swarm you didn't need to use if you knew they were ghosts. A couple of Braves would have done the same thing for free. We've got pressure from Meph using Fire Warriors. He's just trying to patrol the high ground, interfere with the Braves, try to injure them, really put stress onto Keith's APM, force him to do more multitasking. More multitasking means more opportunity for mistakes. Lightning from Keith52 doesn't quite get the kill onto Meph. It catches him just changing the tile. That's what happens when you see that fire effect. The Shaman just changed out of the kill tile in time. Lightnings. Firestorm from Meph. He's playing this T-Rod style. Firestorms win you Shaman duels. The Land Bridges to save himself. They are good. Keith actually gets his Shaman out there, but she's been forced to run over here. This is going to let Meph into the base, which could be a bad thing. Another Firestorm from Meph onto his own troops and onto Fire Warriors. Keith has no way of filling these towers. He has no way of stopping these Shamans. His Shaman is over here. She's miles away. She's actually just been knocked back down the hill by a lightning. We want to see 1 earthquake. Don't ignore those Fire Warriors. Oh, it's a volcano from Meph. That should be the game, unless Keith52 knows how to freeze this and has the mana available to freeze this. He's running his population. That means he's not going to go for the freeze. Runs his population to the corner of his base. But look at all that damage. Keith saves a good chunk of his population, but he loses a lot of huts doing that. And now there's just warriors at the front door. There's warriors everywhere. One big attack wins Meph the game. It's just constant pressure. Keith played really well in the Shaman duels, but because he just died at a couple of crucial moments, he never had the same mana. So although Meph was being very inefficient with his mana plays, it didn't matter because Keith never got an opportunity to spend his own mana. Keith is pushing forward now. Keith is blasting. He's doing what he can, but look at all these warriors. Shaman cannot clear all of this if they just get spread out, separated, and sent everywhere. There's just Braves and Warriors and Warriors and Braves, and Meph is building forward towers. He's controlling Keith's land. Keith has to stop this from happening. Keith is idling and letting it happen. He's trying to think about what he can do. He doesn't even have a Fire Warrior hut at the moment because of the damage from the volcano. There's a blast on one Brave. Get out, he says. Lightning from Meph, from Keith, doesn't kill Meph. Two lightnings fail to kill Meph. Tornado Luck doesn't roll his way, but Meph is still alive, but Meph isn't dead yet. Keith, blast him. There you go, Keith. There you go, Keith. Your own tornado is going to kill you now. But, wonder why Keith held that. Where is he going? Very nice. But this is it for Keith52. Look at all these warriors. His shaman is dead. Fire warriors charging forward. The towers have been emptied. Fire warriors are pushing forward. They're meeting Keith's warriors in battle, but look at this. He's lost control of the ground where his warrior training huts stand. His ability to train troops has been hampered. He does have warriors winning some of the fights, though. But he's lost control of his core. If he doesn't respawn quickly... Oh, he gets the Firestorm off. He manages to kill a good chunk of Fire Warriors. That's a good play from Keith52. But again, Keith is just struggling to survive in this game. Keith is not in a position to win. He doesn't have the mana to easily charge more Firestorms once he uses them like that. He's just buying himself more time, but he's not turning the game around. Meph's already got extra Fire Warriors trained and moving towards the huts, filling them up. But Meph's not even caring. He's got warriors in both warrior training huts now. The warriors that Keith has are all he will have for probably the rest of the game, as this game is going to be closed out. Keith finds himself in battle with a warrior. Meph gets the blast. Keith's doing a couple of fancy blast tricks, but he does go down eventually. This is going to be GG. Keith52 says GG. Meph is going to win the game. Well played, says Meph. You too, says Keith52. Keith did play this very well. He just died at a couple of crucial moments. And all we're going to see now is Meph finishing out the game. Couple of nice, neat earthquakes. Population. Warriors are everywhere. That's the rest of the Dakini population. We're just going to see warriors clean up everything now. Look at the control of the map that the blue tribe has. Look at the size of the blue tribe's base. Look at these towers everywhere. Look at these plans for extra towers. It's just a total massacre at this point. Oh, Keith manages to survive. He saves himself from dying in an embarrassing and humiliating way. He gets picked up by another tornado, and he's definitely going to die this time. Tornadoes just to clear up the remaining structures. Blasts onto Braves to kill them, finish them off. There's a Brave over here, and there's 3 warriors over here, and that spells the end of the Dakini tribe. Keith sees the Brave. Where's the Brave going? Where is the Brave going? Lightning onto the warriors, gets the warriors killed, or gets all but one of the warriors killed. This Brave is being brave and repairing a large hut at the back of the base. EQ here, stops any spawning population. There's one Brave at the back of the base here that needs to be stopped. Meph sees him. Meph's zoning in on him. The Shaman hunts. The lightning finds the kill. This should be the last population. And there it is. Meph is your victor. Asgard Keith52 does fall. But a phenomenal game from 2 very good players.